Hello? Oh. Can you hear me? You talk. I can't hear. Hello? Okay, there we go. All right, inbounding number 2 for Prairie View. That's Tayo Ojoa to 23.
Hey, can they hear us? Can you hear Micah?
Hello? Me?
Can you hear Micah?
Hello? Hello? Check.
Can you hear them both?
Checking. Checking. They can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good?
Right. Good. All right, we got Fossils home. Fossils home opener. They take on Prairie View High School. Prairie View starts the season 0-1. Inbounding to number 2. Passing to 23.
Number 23, defended by Vander Eberhardt.
1 dribbles.
Malachi Edge Bougie with the steal. Jamison. Oh.
Peterson with the hard foul. Should be going for 2 free throws here.
Jamison at the line is something special. He's got a nice shooter from the mid-range.
Yeah, the junior in 2024 averaged 2.7 points per game. Looks like he's in his starting role this season.
He's really stepping up
with the shot. The first free throw is good. Going for the second free throw. Peterson.
Peterson 2 for 2. Gets both free throws. Going down the court, number 0, Daniel Dunn. Gets a nice lay for Prairie View.
Inbounding for Fossil Ridge, Carter Gray. Into Drake Walker, back to Carter Gray. This is off to number 1.
The ball's going to point guard, Jamison Peterson.
Vander Eberhard with the shot, and it's good. The Hawaii prep transfer.
You know, moving from Hawaii, Vander Eberhard is something special. He's looking to bring something huge to this Fossil Ridge team.
And it's stolen by number 1, Jamison Peterson. He dribbles down the court, passes, and it's stolen by Prairie View.
Turnover for Fossil Ridge. Prairie View coming back down.
That steal is number 23.
Number 23,
Kendi Ajoa,
is getting completely shut down right now by Fossil. Vander seems to have him in really good position.
Peterson takes it down the court after the make from Prairie View. Score 7-7 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Passes it to Eberhard. With the layup and 1 for Eberhard.
Eberhard with the and 1. What a special kid he is.
The transfer in his first game for Fossil Ridge, they call him the Big Island. Looking to do some special things for this Fossil Ridge team. Hawaii prep transfer, the junior is 6'8". He's playing power forward for Fossil Ridge tonight.
And Eberhard was also known to be one of the best picks from Hawaii.
Free throws missed. Number 2 dribbles. Passes off to number 4. Back to 0.
Dunn with the ball at the top of the key. Defended by Drake Walker. Drake Walker shuts him down.
23 with the
number
shot.
23.
He's good. That's Kendi Ajoa.
Ajoa seems to be a big factor for Prairie View.
Bailey brings it down the court, passes to Agbuji with the turnover. 0. Passes out to 4. Dribbling towards the basket.
Barajas with the turnover.
Eberhard with the steal.
Looks like we missed. Bronson Bailey came into the game, but it looks like he's trying to bring some fire.
Number 2 with the shot. Great defense by Drake Walker right there. Bronson Bailey.
Bronson spins out of the defenders to Jamison Peterson for 3.
Rebounded by Eberhard with the putback. Miss, another putback. Rebounded by Agbuji. Fossil remains in possession. Some good early offensive attack out of Fossil Ridge here. The score is still tied 9-9.
Drake Walker already tends to be a little tired, even though he came off of a hot season, averaging a ridiculous amount of points for his junior season. So he's looking to be the superstar this year.
Agbuji with the inbound to Vander. Back to Agbuji.
Agbuji in the paint,
And it's good for 2.
lays it in.
Just say like their numbers.
Turnover for Prairie View High School.
And it looks like there was a timeout.
You know, Brady, I feel like I'm seeing some real fire in this Fossil Ridge team this season.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Coming out here with Vander, already in the opener, looking like a great addition to the team. Agbuji looks to do big things in his sophomore season. We got a young, talented roster coming up.
Yeah, having last year, we had a freshman, Malachi Agbuji, and then also Jamison and Bronson, and now Caleb Camping. We just have a young roster stepping up, and so far, from what I've seen, this is the best roster we've had since the state championship.
And here's Daniel Dunn for Prairie View, number 10 point guard.
Dunn seems to be a huge factor for this Prairie View team. The Thunderhawks are looking to upset Fossil Ridge up here tonight.
Already making some waves tonight. The inbound to Bronson Bailey. He dribbles down the court. Dribbling, he passes to Walker.
Agbuji at the top of the key to Vander in the paint. Vander misses barely.
Oh, but the steal from Peterson. The putback.
Peterson with the putback.
Great play there from Fossil Ridge's offense. The inbound to number 0. That's Daniel Dunn.
Daniel Dunn, their star player. Looks like he just turned over the ball. Maybe he'll just shake it off.
Looks like Fossil Ridge must have tipped it. 4 will be inbounding. That is Carter Barajas, the junior. Inbounds to 23.
Ojawa at the top of the key, defended by Vander Eberhard. That looks to be like a good matchup tonight, Brady.
Absolutely it does. You know, Vander coming out hot. Ojawa looks like one of the better players for Prairie View.
Do you believe Ojawa
From the top of the key, and it misses. Rebounded by Prairie View. 2 for another 3. Missed. Rebounded again by Prairie View. The putback, and it's good.
The putback for Prairie View puts them only 2 points behind Fossil Ridge. Drake Walker. Straight to Vander in the paint.
And that is a big man. That is a bad man. You do not want to play against him.
He really is the big island, Brady
He sure
Bradford.
is. That's what they're calling him.
Wow.
All right, Kendi Ojoa with the pass.
Barajas at the top of the key, looking to do something special. Bronson Bailey having him on absolute straps.
Pass out to 0. That's Daniel Dunn. Passes out to Ojoa. Dribbles to the paint. Passes out. That's 4.
Barajas
Good for the 3.
absolutely just hammered that 3 from the line.
Peterson dribbles it up. Covered by Barajas. Drives to the paint. And it looks like there's a foul.
You know, Brady, I feel like that could have been an and one, but I'm not sure if I'm correct on that.
And you are correct. Jamison will be taking the line for an extra free throw. Peterson looking to step up big this year. Already looking good out of the gate.
You know, Brady, Jamison had his first points as a freshman in a big game. How do you feel about that?
The young kid has talent. You got to give him that. Big things coming from him. And the free
Huge.
throw's good.
And for him to just make that extra point after that big play is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and the steal! That steal was from number 13, Eli Hughes. Hughes, 2024, averaged 3.3 points per game.
The big man, Caleb Camping, coming into the game. You know, Caleb is not just a basketball player, by the way. He has an offer from CSU, Northern Arizona, and Toledo for football. That shows the type of athlete he is.
Absolutely, and that's the athlete you want on the basketball team. He's 6'5", you know, junior.
Huge motivations.
Number 2 with the ball. That's Taya Jolo.
Lichtenberg with a sniper of a pass. Can't capitalize.
And turnover on number 4, that's Barajas. You know, the junior's already made some big shots tonight, but you cannot afford a turnover right there. Bailey brings it down the court. Out to Drake Walker for the 3, and it misses. Prairie View's ball.
Inbounding the ball, Daniel Dunn, looking to do something special. Passes it to Barajas. Turnover for your Thunderhawks.
All right, 13, Eli Hughes inbounding to number 2, Bronson Bailey. Dribbles it down the court.
You know, what could the ref be calling? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, not really sure what he called here. Going to talk to the scoring table.
You know, in these Sabercats this year, it seems a lot more prideful than it was last year. They seem like they love this program.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, great season last year, and Fossil just looks to do even better this season. Got some new faces, and I'm absolutely ready to watch this year. Drake Walker dribbles to the paint, puts up the shot, and he misses. But it looks like there was a foul. Walker's going to the line for 2 free throws. Walker, one of the best players last season, averaged 12.8 points per game. This is definitely someone you guys will be looking to watch tonight.
Walker also has offers from places like Regis and other D2 schools around the area.
Yeah, great basketball player, man.
Seems like he really wants
The
to prove
second free
himself.
throw misses. Oh. Looks like there could be a foul on Caleb Camping.
Caleb Camping with a football type of hit. He's starting to adjust back to basketball, everybody.
Yeah, some aggressiveness showing there. It's not... Looks like that's Ty Ajolo dribbling down the court. Covered by Camping and Bailey. Passes back.
Jamison Peterson looking for the breakaway. Turnover for your Sabercats.
That's on Eli Hughes right there. Eli Hughes, another returning varsity player. Senior for Fossil Ridge. Ty Ajolo inbounds the ball. It's number 2, bringing it down the court. Oh, and the steal by Peterson. Dribbles down the court. Passes. Drake Walker. Looks like it's out on Prairie View. Fossil remains possession.
And for you fans watching online, if you don't know, the winner of this game will go on to play Ralston Valley, which looked to be a very dominant squad, beating a top 70 team in the nation, St. Francis.
That's 2. Bronson Bailey out to Drake Walker. Just misses the 3. Rebounded from number 13, Eli Hughes. Back to Walker. Oh, the 3 after the buzzer, and he misses. Yeah, that Ralston Valley team absolutely dominated St. Francis.
They put belt to the other team.
St. Francis has a 4-star basketball player, and Ralston Valley
Ralston didn't even look back.
Didn't even look back. They were up around 20 after the second quarter and just ran with it. Another look at Drake Walker. Man, one of the best players I've seen play in Fossil Ridge uniform. Looking to do some great things and lead this team on a run this year.
It really does seem like he likes to play a leadership role, you know, taking control of the game. I've never seen a kid play so aggressive towards guys double his size.
Looks like he has a brother on the team, too. Declan Walker, a junior, number 5. May see him later in the night.
You know, we might, if these Sabercats keep doing their thing.
Very fun quarter to watch. It looks like the Sabercats are up 19-14. You know, Micah, I really want to see more from the Big Island, Vander Eberhard.
You know what, Brady? I agree. For his size, he looks pretty dominant in the paint, but if he can just finish some of his opportunities a little more,
You know,
I see something
Vander
crazy special.
looks like something that could be very, very special for this team. Played in Hawaii, plays on some huge club teams. Definitely has some college interest, and it's been fun watching him this first quarter.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure major colleges are talking to him. Like, who wouldn't want to talk to him?
Absolutely. You know, everyone here at Fossil loves him, and man, that's just about this Fossil culture.
You know, that's right. You know, this Sabercat community is really something special.
Prairie View looks like they've came out pretty dominant as well. You know, the score, Fossil leads 5, but Prairie View looking pretty solid.
Yeah, taking another look at these Thunderhawks, you know, this number 23, Ojawa, looks to be very dominant. I mean, he's on the game right now, but he's just really stuck out to me, as well as Lichtenberg and Daniel Dunn.
Inbound to Ty Ojoa. Passes up. That's number...
Bronson Bailey with the snag on the breakaway. Was going for the and one, but we'll get 2 free throws out of this.
Free throws coming from Bailey. That's another junior on this young team. He's been in the program for a while. Dominant player.
You know, when you really look deep into this squad and look at the people on the bench,
First
you know,
free throw.
there's not many seniors. This is a young team.
Absolutely. And Walker's one of the returning senior. Looks like a good mentor for some of these younger players.
Absolutely.
Bailey for the second free throw. And it's good.
You know, if there was a team captain role, I feel like Drake Walker really could take that
Absolutely.
role.
Prairie View inbounding. That's 4 coming down the court. Barajas. And it's stolen. Eli Hughes dribbles it down the court. Pass, Bronson Bailey. At the perimeter, dribbles in. Back out to Peterson. Dribbling. Passing to Bailey. Back to Walker. Dribbles. Hughes camping. Out to Bailey again. Great ball movement. Back to Hughes, to Walker. Walker dribbling, trying to make something happen. Goes for a lay, and he misses.
Taking it down the court, number 5.
Sebastian Garcia Diaz. And it looks like it's Fossil Ridge's ball here. You know, Sabercats looking pretty dominant to start this quarter.
I agree.
Some good ball movement out of the Sabercats. You know, I'd like to see Prairie View limit some of these turnovers. It looks like the Sabercats have really strived in getting steals this quarter.
You know, I agree. This Prairie View team, really, they seem to be pretty old. They have around six seniors and only like 4 to 5 juniors and sophomores.
Seniors.
You know, I actually see a freshman on this Prairie View squad.
There is a freshman.
Garcia Diaz.
You know, he did have that turnover the last possession. You know, I'm looking to see this young, talented player come out here and put some points on the board for his team.
I could totally see that happening. He seems to have some fire in him. But man, I can't get my eye off this Ojawa. He is very, very aggressive, number 23.
Absolutely. And you know, the Ojawas, they have 2 players on this Prairie View team.
You know, they're the same age. They could be twins, which is everybody's dream to play with their twin brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm sure
cool.
They have a lot of fun. Out to 15, 4, 5.
The freshman.
4 back to Ojoa. Into 4, that's Barajas, back to Ojoa. And the steal from Bailey.
With the turnover.
Bailey dribbles it down the court, goes up for the layup.
Good putback by Eli Hughes,
It looks
but
like
it does
they're
not count.
not counting that. Good play, though. Looks like free throws coming for Bailey.
You know, Bronson Bailey, he has a play style that I have not seen from any player ever. He plays so slow and calm and composed, rarely turns over the ball. I love watching him play.
Absolutely, Micah. He's a very smooth player. He definitely loves dribbling. You know, Bailey dribbles it down the court, goes up for the
I think
layup.
they should put the Big Island back in. You know, Vander Eberhard, he is a huge person. And, you know, right as I said that, it looks like he's going in.
We got 0, back out to 4 for 3.
Barajas with the air ball.
And the crowd is chanting air ball.
These student
Absolutely
sections
electric.
going crazy.
Absolutely electric in this Fossil Ridge Arena right now. Huge show out for this season opener. We got the Big Island back in the game. That's Vander Eberhard. Daniel Dunn inbounding the ball for Prairie View.
This Prairie View team has no student section whatsoever.
Bailey dribbling. Back to Carter Gray.
Eli with the fake. Goes for the lay. Barely misses. Dribbling down the court. Lichtenberg. Now Daniel Dunn doing his thing. Back to Lichtenberg. Barely misses the three. Getting the rebound is Barajas. And now Daniel Dunn is back with the ball.
And the crowd is chanting air ball. You do not want an air ball.
You do not want to get chanted air ball.
This Fossil Ridge crowd is shown out. 2 with the layup, and it misses badly. Looks like it's out on the Sabercats.
You know, I bet Vander Eberhard is so glad to move back here and then just, like, look at this environment. How would you not want to be here?
Yeah, absolutely. Electric environment here. We got a huge show out for this Fossil Ridge, for these Fossil Ridge fans. 2 dribbles at the perimeter, spins, passes out. Ajoa with the ball.
He's a factor for this Prairie View team.
And it looks like it's a turnover on Kendi Ajoa. Man, this Fossil defense is really stepping up tonight.
It is incredible to watch them just bring chemistry on the defensive side as well.
A massive amount of turnovers for this Prairie View offense and plenty of steals for the Sabercats defense already in this game. Bailey brings it down the court. Passes
Carter Gray for the three. And it's good. He snipes that from downtown.
4 brings it up the court. That's Barajas dribbling. Covered by Eberhard, the Big Island.
Back to Barajas.
Out to number 2.
Lichtenberg.
3. And it's good.
Lichtenberg with the 3. That was pretty. I'm going to be honest.
Correction, Lichtenberg.
My fault, Brady.
It's all good, man. Bailey passing to Vander. Eberhard.
Eberhard's always just working so hard for the ball.
He works hard for it, but there it goes back to bite him in the butt. That's a turnover for Fossil Ridge.
Barajas inbounding the ball, and Lichtenberg taking it down the court. Back to his buddy, Barajas.
Ooh. Looks like this may be a foul on number 11 for Fossil Ridge, Carter Gray.
Ojawa seems to get right up. He seems a little shaken up, but he looks like he's doing okay.
Looking to see more from this Prairie View offense this half. You know, it looks like this quarter Fossil's been able to shut them down. Inbounding to 0. That's Daniel Dunn. Dribbles, passes out to Ajoa. Over to 4, that's Barajas.
A sniper of a pass from Barajas.
Into 2, and he misses. Great defense by Egbuji.
But Egbuji can just knock it right down.
And Peterson dribbling, passes off to Egbuji. Eberhard, the Big Island in the paint, and he goes up for the layup, and it looks like he's fouled.
Man, how can you stop the guy?
You can't, man.
You really can't.
That's a 6'8" man right there. That's a real man. You know, we've got 2 6'8" forwards and centers on this team, and it's going to be some hard offense for these teams to stop. That's Malachi Egbushi right here, a player you guys want to watch. Playing center tonight for Fossil Ridge.
He is one of our players to watch. He's one of very few freshmen ever to get points as a freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. He had an electric freshman career. And the shot from Vander misses his second free throw. It looks like it might be out on Ajoa there. Huge mistake.
Jamison Peterson with the pressure to force Ajoa to put the ball out. Now, your player to watch, Malachi Egbuji, rebounding the ball in. Let's see what Walker can do with this one.
And it's good. Great layup there by Walker.
It's not even a center, and look at how he's working in the paint.
And that's a kid that just works hard. Look at him, going after the ball. Looking for the steal. And that's just great effort there from Walker. He gets the bucket and he hustles down the court to try to make something happen for this Fossil Ridge team.
That's the type of thing that's going to take you to the next level, to be honest.
Here's Daniel Dunn.
You know, Daniel Dunn's stats really or his stats from his junior season really are showing out. I mean, he seems like a huge factor for the Thunderhawks.
Ajoa misses, rebounded by Peterson, bringing it down the court. Egbuji into Vander.
With a great feed to Vander.
Layup.
You know, what can you even do? This kid is absolutely a factor for this Foster Ridge Sabercats team.
And 2 dribbling it down the court. That's Lichtenberg. Passes off to number 4, Barajas. Daniel Dunn to Ajoa. Back to Daniel Dunn, dribbles to the paint. Looks to make something happen.
Daniel Dunn getting stuffed.
And for 3, misses.
Jamison Peterson with the rebound. He's dribbling down court with speed. It looks like he really wants to do something with this.
The putback from Walker, and it's good. Timeout.
That's just chemistry, you know?
That's just a great offensive play. Walker picking up Jamison's miss, and that's just something you want to see out of your offense. Fossil running away with this one. I'd like to see some more effectiveness out of Prairie View's offense and defense. Looking a little shaky right now. Looks like Prairie View could have very few returning varsity members from last year. It looks like they've got a couple seniors on here though, looking to step up in this second quarter. It looks like we have 3 minutes left in the quarter. Fossil Ridge up 32-17.
For those Thunderhawks, you know, there's only one man that really seems big enough to stop some of these big guys for Fossil Ridge. And it is Brennan Hines Ramsey. He's a senior and he's 6'7". But have you seen him go in yet?
Yeah, Micah, I've been looking at this and I've been confused why Ramsey isn't in the game. You know, huge player. You'd like to see him lining up against, you know, some of the dominant Fossil Ridge players, Eberhard or Egbuji. But it looks like he's been out the whole game.
And they might have to change that because, you know, these 2 big guys for Fossil Ridge are just dangerous in the paint.
They're just dominant today. And inbounding the ball is Daniel Dunn. Full court press by Fossil Ridge. Dribbling up the court, that's Lichtenberg.
Lichtenberg getting doubled by Jamison Peterson.
Off to Daniel Dunn. Passes it in.
Straight to Ajoa for a nice read straight into the lay.
Yeah, great layup there by Ajoa.
Carter Gray. Straight to Jamison, to Egbuji in the paint. And one for Malachi Egbuji, your player to watch. Wow, that was incredible.
Absolutely electric there. Peterson just lays that in for Egbuji to put up the layup. Great pass from Peterson and great finish by Egbuji.
You know, as the Sabercats start to run away with this one, I wouldn't be surprised to see freshman Donnie Jones to go in the game.
Yeah, man, Donnie looking like a great freshman addition to this Fossil Ridge team. Could be fantastic in the future.
He could be.
Egbuji with the free throw, and it's good. Let's take a look at Prairie View's last season summary. Their overall record was 12-11. Their league record 6-6. This Thunderview offense looks to do more this quarter.
You know, this year it's looking like the Thunderhawks will be a little bit stronger than what their season was looking like last year. I mean, this is a hard Fossil Ridge team, and the fact that they're keeping up for a decent amount of this, it's pretty impressive.
And it looks like the man we were just talking about, Brennan Hines Ramsey, is checking into the game.
Wow, Brady, he is humongous. This Ramsey guy really could change the game, I believe.
Absolutely. I'd like to see what he can do against Vander, Eberhard, or also Malachi.
For his senior season, number 40.
Peterson passes to Walker, back to Peterson, out to Carter Gray, and to Eberhard. Back to Gray for 3. Just misses. Peterson fighting for the rebound, and it looks like it's out on Peterson. That's some great effort right there.
You know, Carter Gray may have missed that shot, but, you know, in the past, he's been a sharpshooter for this Fossil Ridge squad. I mean, nearly starting since his sophomore season. Like, that really shows something for his skill.
Yeah, absolutely, Micah. He averaged 6.8 points per game last year as a junior. That's some impressive points.
Especially for a 6'8 team that plays some of the best players in the state.
And speaking of Carter Gray with the steal to Peterson for the layup, he misses. Ajoa passes it down to 33, dribbling down the court, and he just loses the ball.
Drake Walker dribbling down the court with ease. He looks like he knows what he's about to do, and we all see it. Oh. It's okay. You know, he saw vision, but he couldn't quite capitalize on it.
I'd like to see that play without a foul there. It looked like there would be a nice layup. Walker for 2 free throws.
Man, if I was defending Drake Walker on that play, I would have no clue what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to foul there.
You have to. I mean, I would probably just fall down with fear. Like, I mean, look at him. He's pretty strong, too.
Absolute unit. And the first free throw is good for Walker.
Where did he transfer from? He transferred from a place from Greeley, by the way. And just looking for a better future over at Fossil Ridge.
Absolutely. And both free throws are good. Sebastian Garcia Diaz checks in for the Thunderhawks. 2 dribbling down the court. That's Lichtenberg. Out to Daniel Dunn. Dribbling to the paint.
A block from Malachi Egbuji. Will you see that, ladies and gentlemen? That was just ridiculous.
Fossil Ridge has all the momentum right now. Carter Gray passes out to Walker at the top of the key. Passes back to Egbuji. The man with the block. And he just misses a layup.
Number 1, the twin Ojawa, just falling down, losing the ball, but it's okay. Vander with the slam! Wow! Are you even surprised, Brady?
That's the big island right there.
The big island with the slam!
To Lichtenberg puts up the 3 and it's good.
Lichtenberg really did feel like he just can't let that slide, you know?
And Vander again!
Vander with a double dunk in a row! Wow! Wow, ladies and gentlemen, will you look at that? That is your true player to watch.
What a unit, man. And Carter Gray pressing Ajola. Looks like there could have been a foul there on that play. Let's see this replay. This is the Eberhard slam. That is absolutely picture perfect, and that is what you love to see from a high school basketball
game.
You know,
man, I really see this kid going places. He is something special.
Absolutely. And there is number... That's 0, Daniel Dunn, dribbling down the court.
Daniel Dunn has a lot of potential as well.
Looks like Walker takes a charge, and that's some great effort right there, putting your body on the line for your team.
You know, that's what you got to do to get to that next level.
Really solid player right there. He's got all the tools.
You know, I'm proud of these Thunderhawks, though, hanging in.
Yeah, absolutely. They just checked in number 40, Brendan Hines Ramsey. Looks like he's 6'7".
6'7"? That's so tall, Brady.
And it looks like he's playing with 2 6'8" beasts. Egbuji with the layup missed. Eberhard with the layup. Oh, he misses. Walker, mid-range fade, misses. Egbuji with the putback, and he misses.
You know, going into this half, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing tons and tons of momentum for these Sabercats. I'm seeing lots of great plays, as you saw that double dunk by Vander Eberhard. But also, you know, this is a team effort. Just to get 41 points on the board in the first half is pretty impressive.
Absolutely, and it looks like Fossil Ridge has a 19-point lead going into the second half.
All right, we're here with Gavin Zanatelli, Eli's wide receiver 2, sophomore here at Fossil Ridge High School. Thanks for coming out today.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
All right, so if you could describe Eli as a football player in one word, what would you say?
One word. Honestly, just amazing.
I think it's pretty evident so far what their game plan is with Eli Swanson today.
Eli Swanson, the guy with that catch right there. He's at 82 receiving yards per game.
Finds Eli Swanson on the sideline.
He's leading the team in every single one of those categories. He's a real electric playmaker.
For Eli Swanson.
That's one! That's
catch! Diving catch by Eli Swanson in the end zone.
This is the biggest play of the game so far. Eli Swanson laying out, full extension, secures it, and that's a touchdown.
Across the middle of the field. What a catch by Eli Swanson! And he finds his way wide open into the end zone. That's his second of the game.
All right, Colton, thank you, first of all, for coming out and talking to us. It's great to have you here.
Of course.
And let's start with this. What's it like throwing to Eli Swanson?
It was awesome having a veteran senior guy in the receiver room and someone who's been around. He was behind some great talent last year, and he was able to learn from those guys, and he helped me a lot coming in with as a sophomore starting and having a veteran guy to throw to.
When you line up and see him out wide or like he's in the slot a lot of times, what goes through your mind?
I just go through my pre-snap reads, and sometimes watching film up to an opponent, I'm thinking this is going to be a good match for Eli, or I might go somewhere different. We're going to move Eli around to try to get him the football.
Yeah, you guys threw for a school record amount of touchdowns this year. You got your guys' connection. So what would you say off the field makes your chemistry so strong?
Off the field in the summertime, a lot. I trained with a quarterback trainer, and Eli would come catch for me, and we'd throw routes all the time and got our timing down, especially in the summer.
Eli broke both the single-season receiving touchdown record and receiving yards record. So from your perspective as his quarterback, what do you think made that possible?
He put in a lot of work during the season, and I think it showed a lot because he was open a ton. Yeah, and when he broke the record, he stole both of my footballs that were very nice footballs, and he stole both of them, so kind of mad at him for that.
Was there a moment this season when you realized that this might be a season that was capable of breaking those records?
I think I was told like about week 8, I want to say, that he was close, and so from then on I kind of just wanted to give him the record and get as close as possible to it.
So take me back to that game where he officially broke the record. What did that feel like for you as his quarterback?
It felt amazing. On the sideline, we were calculating his stats on the sideline, and so he told me he only needed like 15 more yards, I think is what he told me, and I went and told Coach P, and we put him out wide and got him in the route and got him the record.
That's awesome. So this team's effort didn't really reflect the record that you guys wound up with this season.
Yes.
I mean, it was kind of a building season, and 2-8, it's a tough record. How did you and Eli handle that while still performing together at such a high level?
We just came in every day, kept our heads up, and just got to work, made sure all the guys were still staying motivated even though we weren't having the season we wanted.
As a leader and a friend, how did you see him influence the locker room even with those losses?
He definitely had a big swing on it, being a captain, being one of the only seniors that we had. I think a lot of guys looked up to him in a lot of ways, so that was a huge way for that.
Do you think that he made an impact on you? Because you're just a sophomore, you're growing, you're going to be a great talent. Do you think that him as a senior leader made an impact on how your career is going to wind up?
Yes, definitely. He was someone that I looked up to every day coming into practice, and definitely helped a lot because he helped me a lot. Being a sophomore and him being an older dude.
All right, we're here with Gavin Zanatelli, Eli's wide receiver 2, sophomore here at Fossil Ridge High School. Thanks for coming out today.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
All right, so if you could describe Eli as a football player in one word, what would you say?
One word. Honestly, just amazing. Really, just like an amazing legacy. I look up to him in every way. As a sophomore, as a young starter, he's a big role model for me. Yeah, he really is amazing.
What has Eli taught you as a teammate?
Eli's taught me a ton, you know. Like, as I said before, him as an older guy, just a mentor. Yeah, he's got a lot of experience throughout his 4 years of high school football. And, you know, he's a great player. He teaches me so many things about routes, different cuts, and yeah, just looking up to him at practice he's a great person to look up to, and he's just a great kid as well.
Eli, first of all, congratulations on your spectacular season. You broke 2 Fossil Ridge all-time records, one for receiving yards and one for receiving touchdowns. Thank you so much for coming out and talking to us today.
Thank you, guys.
So first of all, I'd like to know, when you started this season, did you ever imagine that you'd be in the position you are right now?
I had goals before the season. I wanted 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. So not quite where I ended up, but at least part of the way there.
What does it mean to you to hold these records?
It means a lot just because I got to play with the 2 guys that held them before. And I don't know, I think that was special that I got to witness them do that and then go break it.
Take me back to the moment you realized that you had broken the actual record. What was going through your mind?
Which one?
Jance looking to throw, fires, and it's caught! Eli Swanson has the record, single season receiving touchdown record for the Sabercats. Eli Swanson.
The touchdown record was kind of lame. It was on a pick play, but I didn't know like if I had scored or not in the moment because I couldn't tell if I was out or not, and then all the boys were running down, and it was pretty awesome. They were all lifting me up in the end zone. And then the yards, my coaches just told me, yeah, we're just going to give you the ball on the first play of that last drive. So I kind of knew it was coming, but it was really fun getting to have them take me off the field. But it felt awesome.
Who's someone that pushed you a lot or believed in you when something like this seemed tough?
Coach P. He's always pushed me. I mean, since last year, obviously, I had all those guys ahead of me, Marcus Owen, Luke Harley, and he was still pushing me then. But then coming into this season, he let me know that he thought that I was going to be our guy and was pushing me towards that for sure, and supported me along the whole way.
How did you stay motivated and keep performing at your best?
I think that all I can 100% control is myself, and I knew that as soon as I could see that it wasn't going the way we wanted. So, I mean, first priority was just making sure that every week I was going out there and performing myself, and then going out and helping the team is the best way I could.
What did you tell your teammates and even just yourself during those rough weeks?
Just keep pushing, and they totally did. And to not get down that our record was, 0-4 going into our rivalry game. And even then, we still put up a great fight and close to a big comeback. But I think that being able to tell them that they can't let themselves think that the season is worth nothing at that point. And they kept playing strong the whole time, and I think that it was great.
You were playing with a sophomore quarterback this year, his first season starting as a varsity player. How did you and Colton keep your connection strong even when the season wasn't going the way you planned?
I think that as the senior and him being the sophomore, I kind of had to guide him through that, and it was his first time, being on the varsity field and experiencing a varsity loss or 8 varsity losses. But as that was coming, I was just keep trying to pull him up with me and keep his head up.
Like you talked about, you're one of the few seniors on the squad this year, a team captain, and as one of the team leaders, how do you hope your teammates remember you?
Tell them to.
And we're your commentators back for the second half. I'm Brady Bradford.
And I'm Micah Perez, and welcome back to Sabercat Sports Network, broadcasting online for you viewers, sitting on your couch by the fireplace, snuggling your dogs, eating some snacks, I really hope this game is entertaining for you and your family here at home.
Whatever you're doing, man, we hope you're having a great time. And this has been an absolutely electric home opener for Fossil Ridge to start. It looks like it is 41-22 Fossil Ridge going into the second half. That player you just saw, Eli Swanson, receiver for Fossil Ridge, broke a bunch of records. He is in the house in the front row.
Fossil Ridge with 41 points in this first half, and Prairie View having 22. Fossil Ridge is nearly doubling their score, but I see the grit in this Thunderhawks team to make a comeback.
Yeah, I'm looking for some sort of comeback here from the Prairie View Thunderhawks. I think they've got it in them, Micah.
Let's see if Fossil Ridge can get away from the 41 points barrier.
Eberhard passes out to Egbouji.
Jameson Peterson with the ball.
Passes out to Carter Gray for 3. Just
Drake Walker with the putback. Let's see if he can do it. And one!
Oh, the ref
never
calls
mind, that's a travel. Fossil Ridge is still stuck at 41 points.
Dribbling down the court.
Vander on defense at number 1, the twin Ojawa.
10 dribbles in. The layup just misses. Peterson with the rebound.
Number 10 with a good vision. I saw something good on that.
Absolutely. And Peterson dribbling up to the top.
Carter Gray with the sniper. Just wide.
Peterson gets the rebound though. Vander going up.
Vander going up for something crazy. I saw a potential in that though.
Absolutely. I thought maybe he was going to be able to dunk that. Forgetting we're maybe watching high school basketball here. Eberhard for free throws here. Looks like Prairie View's coach did not like that call there.
Yeah, I don't think he did, but when we were talking to him earlier, he seemed like a very great guy.
Absolutely.
Foster Ridge still stuck at 41 points, and Prairie View still at 22. Been a very calm third quarter so far. Nothing crazy happening.
Eberhard with the second free throw.
Eberhard smashes that free throw home. You love to see it.
Passing down court.
Brady, you can't be doing that in this type of game.
Yeah, it looks like Gus Coster with the turnover there, senior for the Thunderhawks. Costly foul here in the game when Fossil Ridge is up. Don't want to be turning over the ball up 20, or down 20. Peterson dribbling down the court. Passes to Drake Walker.
Seagray with a sniper. Man, Seagray, and those of you watching online, Carter Gray, he usually has a sniper, and I'm sure he'll turn it back on.
Yeah, cold streak there for Carter Gray. Prairie. Looks like there's a foul on Fossil.
Carter Gray just going through it, but it's okay, Happens to everybody.
Yeah, a little cold streak never hurt anyone.
Man, look at Drake. You can really tell he hit that weight room this summer.
Absolutely.
He looks great.
Huge.
Looking absolutely
That's number 2, Lichtenberg. The point guard dribbling.
Lichtenberg.
Good driving. Falling.
Lichtenberg.
Gets it out to number 4. Fossil Ridge getting their hands.
The Twin Jawa with the great feed down in the paint.
That's number 10, Gus Coster. Great play there from Prairie View. Carter Gray coming on the court. Looking to break his cold streak. There's Peterson passing out to Walker. Passes up to Egbuji. Out to Walker for 3.
Walker hits it home. Oh.
Great shot there from Walker to just extend the Ridge lead even further. Ajoa passing out to 4. Coster with the miss.
Vander in the paint is dangerous, everybody. What a lay by Vander. Eberhard. You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Eberhard, also known as the Big Island. If you miss the first half, transfer from Hawaii, then making big plays in this first game.
Lichtenberg just crossing the half-court line, half-court violation, I feel bad. That was hard to even take it, control of,
Yeah, you've got Eberhard right in front of you, a brick wall.
What can you even do?
What are
you can't do anything.
That man is 6'8". Oh, Vander with the layup.
How many points is this guy gonna get? Oh my gosh.
He just keeps on racking up the points.
If I was a college scout, I would easily pick him up after this game.
Absolutely. Nice lay there from number 4, Carter Barajas.
Barajas really
with the lay. It's good.
The sophomore, one of your players to watch, just laying that perfectly in.
Dribbling down the court, that's number 2, Lichtenberg.
Defended by Jamison Peterson, one of my best friends. He's a great guy.
Walker with the steal. Ajoa with the turnover. Passes it up. Oh, Peterson back to...
Almost a beautiful play by Peterson and Walker.
Walker able to retain possession. Misses the putback. Lichtenberg dribbling down the court for Prairie View.
Lichtenberg
with the
juking
3.
Bronson Bailey out,
Just
going for the 3, but nearly misses.
Bronson Bailey taking it back down the court for Fossil Ridge.
Defended by Dulce Jordan. Dulce Jordan looked a little confused. He might need a map. Hits it home. Drake Walker from the arc. Yes, sir.
Great shot there from Walker. He's always had a pure shot on him.
That's right.
Showing that in the first game of the season. Here's 13. That's KJ Dulce Jordan. Passing it out to 10. Back to Ajoa.
And if Prairie View thought this was going to be an easy game, they were very mistaken. This Falls Ridge team is full of Avengers.
Bailey driving down court, out to Walker. Covered by
Drake Walker with some grit.
Fossil Ridge on a streak here. They're up 30 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
If you're the parents of Foster Ridge, you got to feel good.
3 from number 2. He just misses it. Rebounded The rebound by Gus Coster. Looks like there's a foul on Fossil Ridge. He goes to the line.
Gus Coster at the line, shooting free throws.
Looks like the crowd
The
is barking
student
at him.
section absolutely harassing him. The freshman, Sebastian Garcia Diaz, is back in the game. You love to see it. You know, I love seeing young talent just show.
Eberhard checking out of the game. Rebounded by Egbuji. Bronson Bailey dribbling down the court. Dribbling through defenders. Going for a layup, and it's good.
What a lay by Bronson Bailey. That nonchalant finish.
That was a nasty reverse finish. Player from Bailey.
One of the twins, Ojawa, dribbling down the court, defended by Bronson Bailey. Wow, he can't do anything against Bronson. He's just, wow.
Man, this Fossil defense is absolute block this game.
A great lay by Carter Barajas. He's doing great. He's a junior, probably looking to lead the team next year.
Absolutely. He's been good tonight. You know, one of Thunderview's. Oh, and Walker with the three. Just misses it. But like I was saying, one of Thunderview's bright spots on this team. Here's a replay. Walker's three. Good.
Caleb Camping, your football stud, checking into the game. You know, I love to see him out here. You know, some may call Caleb a hometown hero if he goes and plays D1 football at CSU.
Yeah, absolutely. CSU, home in Fort Collins, the same city which Fossil Ridge is located in.
Everybody's dream.
Walker taking a free throw. It's good.
Seeing a glimpse of our bench on the screen right now. You know, we got some studs down there.
Looks like we got a face cutout.
We got
I had to guess that's Drake Walker.
You know, that's just got to be Drake Walker as a young kid.
Absolutely. Very cute photo up there.
Very passionate of his dad to bring something like that to the game.
Inbounded to Bailey. Back out to Camping. There's Peterson.
Peterson making Barajas fall.
Out to Walker for three. Just misses. Rebounded by Ajoa. Prairie View's ball.
Foul called on what I'm pretty sure is Jamison Peterson. He was just aggressive, man. What can you do?
You know, first quarter, it looked like this was going to be a pretty competitive game. Fossil Ridge taking the lead and running with it. Looks like they're up 32. Andrew Hamlin for Fossil Ridge just checked into the game. That's number 3.
Great defense from Jamison Peterson. Wow.
There's Ajoa driving to the basket, covered by Camping, goes up for the lay, misses.
Good aggressive
Looks like there's a foul on the play. Caleb Camping.
I mean, it is pretty hard to defend that number 23, Ojawa. He is really a beast, especially in the paint, using his size.
Crowd barking at him. Ajoa makes his first free throw.
Student section disappointed after they barked at him.
These Ajoa twins got some good chemistry here for
They
Prairie.
really do, Brady. You know, I'm really feeling that.
And the second free throw, good. You know, you cannot make any mistakes here down 30. Prairie View's going to have to play some clean black basketball. Camping, out to Hamlin. Hamlin driving, loses the ball, but...
You know, we missed that. Andrew Hamlin checking into the game for the first time. You know, you love to see it. He really is an underrated player for this squad, and he's just got lots of small talent coming.
Absolutely. Senior, started his career at Timnath High, balled out for the basketball team there, decided to transfer after his sophomore year, and now here he is.
Especially after, you know, breaking your collarbone and recovering from that type of injury, and then making varsity at a 6A school is so impressive.
Very impressive. And here he is with the 3. Just misses.
Good idea from Andrew Hamlin.
Rebounded. That's Barajas.
5'7", Barajas,
goes
the
up for
junior.
layup, and it just
With a
misses,
good
but it's
idea.
rebounded by Daniel Dunn. Out to 5, passes again. Ooh.
Brawlhaus with a good idea. You know, I saw that vision.
Weird layup there, but it looks like Bailey fouled him.
You know, I'd just love to shout out all you families at home. You guys are the reason these kids are out there today. You know, all you moms and dads providing for your kids. You know, they love you. Great job.
First free throw missed there by number 4. That's Carter Barajas.
I'd love to see some of that Fossil bench keep coming on.
Absolutely.
Looks like we're still waiting for Declan, Donnie, and Makai to all come into the game.
There's Gray fighting to get the ball out. Prairie View gets it. That's Daniel Dunn driving to the basket, goes up for the layup,
Just
and
doing
it's
his
good.
classic thing.
And that is one of our players to watch tonight. Absolutely great play there.
He's a threat.
And they cut the lead down to 27.
Bronson Bailey with his smooth dribbling like always.
Stoppage in play. Looks like it'll be inbounded by Bronson Bailey.
I'm proud of both teams here, both showing lots of signs of grit.
Absolutely. And there's Carter Gray dribbling at the top of the key. Passes over. It's Eli Hughes.
Looks a little shaken up after the play, but, you know, Bronson
Bailey looks in pain. Nothing you want to see in the first game of the season.
But he's a true dog, you know?
You know, if I were the coaches here for Fossil Ridge, I would be subbing him out here.
I would sub him. He hit his knees pretty hard.
No reason to risk a starting player in this blowout here.
That's right.
Looks like they'll keep him in, though.
Oh, he had his free throws.
Maybe they'll wait till his free throws are over.
Maybe they will.
Bailey for his first free throw. Just misses.
Maybe just a little nervous first game of the year. And, I mean, you obviously can't see on the camera, but wow, we got a humongous student section out here tonight.
Huge turnout here in the season opener for Fossil.
You can see their hands at the bottom of the screen.
Second free throw is good for Bailey.
Just a smooth finish by Bronson.
We've got 1 minute left in the third quarter as number 4 Carter Barajas drives down the court.
You know, Barajas really looking like a threat for Prairie View.
Great pass there by 15, Alexander Holman.
Barajas just finishing with ease. I mean, that's not his first time doing that tonight.
Barajas with his and one finish here will go for another free throw. Great play there. Shows some aggressiveness.
Barajas at the line. Would not be surprised if he sunk these. You know.
And great make there from Barajas. The junior cuts the lead down.
Andrew Hamlin with the ball at the top of the key, switching it over to Bronson Bailey, doing his thing.
Ooh, misses the lay.
That's okay.
That's Barajas there, dribbling down the court.
You know, looking back, if anyone, ooh, number 15.
That's Alexander Holman, the sophomore for the Thunderhawks.
If you guys were watching that halftime show, you saw Eli Swanson, our star football player, breaking several records at the school, and just, you know, really setting an example for the younger classmen here at Fossil Ridge. You know, it was a cool graphic made by that sports broadcasting class, and yeah, Eli Swanson, he's over here in the student section as well, supporting other sports.
Yeah, absolutely. You love. Oh, looks like here we got Fossil's next 5 games. Looks like they'll be taking on Smoky Hill December 10th, Ironwood December 18th, Pinnacle December 19th, and Olympia and Severance following those. We missed, looks like, Ajoa for free throws.
Ajoa's been a beast tonight. I mean, he's been the real true problem for our bigs.
Prairie View cutting down the lead. There could be some hope going into this fourth quarter, which has, this third quarter has 6 seconds left.
Bronson Bailey
on the way
with
up.
a great lay.
Clock ticking down. They're going to have to get a shot off here. And the clock expires. We'll head into the fourth quarter. Fossil Ridge showing out today. absolute dominance from start to finish here.
You know, if you're a student or a part of a Fossil family, you know, you just got to be happy just watching this.
Here's last season's summary for Fossil Ridge. They were 15-9. Their conference record was 10-2, and they averaged 61.2 points per game.
And you know, we already surpassed that in our first game, setting a great example, and we're only in the third quarter.
Absolutely, and if you look to the right of the graphic here, you'll see Drake Walker.
Just really being a core to every team he's been on.
Senior on this Fossil Ridge Sabercats team, looks to lead the team to bigger things in the future here.
No, I really do believe that this team has something real special. And I can't wait to see what they do. As well as this Prairie View team, I'm seeing a lot of threats on their team.
Absolutely.
Nothing negative about them.
And Micah, I gotta say, my highlight of tonight is Eberhard slamming 2 home.
I mean, where do I even start? I mean, 2 slams in a row? If you're a Prairie View Thunderhawk, you're shaking.
Absolutely. That's something scary.
I mean, when I saw that, my eyes have never opened so big.
Absolutely. I would not want to be in the paint against Vander.
I'm personally running away in the hallway next door and just getting away from him.
Absolutely. That's a big man.
I mean, they call him the Big Island, but he is not just an island. He is an animal, especially in the paint. And he is not nervous to hurt you or hit you.
Absolutely. Malachi Egbuji, another huge player for this Fossil Ridge basketball team, showing out tonight in the season opener.
Get a look at our student section down here. So many people. Great show out.
Number 4 with the
Sorry
ball.
about that, fellas. The
Looks
cameras
like that
were a
was
little messed up.
bad turnover for Prairie View. You cannot make mistakes like that late in this game.
You know what, Brady? I agree. I mean, they need everything they can get right now.
You know, I'd like to see Fossil Ridge get some young talent back in.
I totally agree.
We've got 3 young players on the bench who haven't touched the court yet tonight.
I mean, Vander is just as scary, but man, what are you doing against a D1 tight end? Caleb Camping.
Absolutely.
I'm getting out of the way.
This Sabercat team has some tall boys.
Just pure
Carter
athletes.
Gray with the 3 misses, but he's fouled.
Looks like he may get 3 free throws. Which, knowing Carter, he will probably sink these.
Carter Gray, a great shooter for Fossil Ridge Sabercats. Just misses his first free throw.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sorry. I thought he was going to make all 3, but that's okay. He'll shake it off.
Junior Carter Gray, shooting guard. He's 6'2", number 11. Averaged 6.8 games in the 2024 season. Sorry, correction, senior.
Carter Gray finishing his last free throw. You know, we have 4 bigs on our team this season. You got Eli Hughes, Caleb Camping, Vander Eberhardt, and then obviously one of our players to watch, Malachi Egbuji, the sophomore. Yeah, we got size.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Not to mention a couple of the Sabercat guards. Peterson, 6'3", Bailey, 6'2". This Sabercat roster is tall.
And those who know the Sabercats, these 2 junior guards, Jamison Peterson and Bronson Bailey, have stuck together their whole basketball career. Just both
Carter Gray for 3.
incredible
Just
basketball
misses.
players.
Rebounded by Ajoa. Prairie View drives down the court. Passing up
The
to number
freshman.
5.
The freshman with a good dime in the paint, drawing a foul, is Ajoa.
Speaking of Peterson and Bailey, Peterson, as a sophomore in the 2024 season, averaged 2.7 points per game. Bailey, 2 points per game.
I mean, if you're Ralston Valley...
Oh, Bailey with the steal!
Bailey with
Down
the
the
steal! Oh, backboard block.
Shot missed.
And
Gray
one
takes
for
it.
Carter Gray! You love to see it!
That's just effort right there. That's effort, Micah. And, you know, we haven't seen that same effort out of Prairie View tonight, and I think that is the deciding factor. The score is 41 to 67.
The score is 41-67. That is the craziest score I've ever seen.
Fossil Ridge makes a free throw to get to 68 points.
6-7!
Fossil Ridge up 27 points. Number 4, Prairie View driving up. Passes to Ojoa.
You know, I just see grit in these Fossil Ridge kids.
Looks like they're fighting for the ball. Bailey comes out on top, passing up to Caleb Camping with the... I saw that catch Caleb Camping just made, and I almost yelled out Swanson.
I mean,
man, that was some great hands right there.
I mean, I saw some Eli Swanson in that catch as well, but you got to remember, Caleb's also a football player. He catches it like that, too,
Absolutely.
On the daily.
And that's why he has the interest that he has.
That's right. And he's just
Camping.
a dog.
Looking for his first points tonight. Makes the free throw.
Number 23 following after LeBron James. He knows what he's doing out there, boys.
And he's got some sweet kicks on.
He has some pretty cool kicks on. Prairie View can't seem to get out of this 41 amount of points.
Caleb Camping makes his second free throw.
69-41 is your score right now, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you're Ralston Valley, you got to be shaking. I mean, these Fossil Ridge kids are not playing
And
around.
Carter Gray with another steal. This Fossil Ridge defense does not go to sleep.
Carter Gray with a beautiful finish.
This Fossil, I'd like to see how many steals this defense has tonight.
It's just crazy. I mean, everybody knows defense wins championships.
I mean, absolute dominance out of this team tonight.
You know, I got to shout out our cameramen, Owen, Ferguson, and Jeff. They are doing a great job to the right of me. Say hi, everybody.
Great crew tonight.
Great crew. And I also got to shout out
And the
sports
team,
broadcasting teacher, Ben DeGear, just doing his thing like always, having passion.
Absolutely. And there's Malachi Bougie pass.
Jameson from three. Drake really looking gritty, picking that up.
Pass out to Carter Gray for another three. Just misses. Man, the score lopsided in Fossil Ridge's favor, and this game is still electric. Still things to cheer for.
You know, Brady, the Big Island is put back in. What do you think the coach was thinking?
You know, you got to clarify which coach, Micah.
Joe Hansen.
You know, I'm thinking debut game, Fossil Ridge, Hawaii transfer. Let's give the fans what they want to see. That's Carter Gray.
Oh! Malachi almost with the devious putback.
And he came flying in out of nowhere, Micah.
He is not playing around.
That's one athletic kid. The sophomore is 6'8".
That is some crazy size, but not only does he have size, he has skill, Brady Bradford.
They're lucky for that foul there. If there wasn't a foul, there'd have been
It would have been a slam. Knowing him.
There'd have been some people on the ground.
That's right. And also, when you look at Vander Eberhardt's highlights, you know, he can do any type of dunk you ask him to.
Ooh. Egg Bougie for the second free throw. Makes it.
A beautiful.
Who's number 40 for Prairie View inbounding? That's Brennan Hines Ramsey, the senior. Number 40. He is 6'7".
Seems to be the only guy that can really match up with our bigs. Lichtenberg with the pass off.
That's Daniel Dunn back in the
Now
game.
Daniel Dunn.
Looks like an air ball from Hines Ramsey. The crowd letting him hear it. That's Drake Walker passing out to Peterson.
Vander in the paint. We all know something dangerous, but it's a foul for Vander. 2 free throws incoming.
And this Ralston Valley team that you guys saw in the last game, they really got something to look out for. You know, last year, I believe Ralston Valley did beat Fossil Ridge.
I believe they did. They also had a D1 commit, but Ralston looks just as scary this season.
Absolutely, but they have not seen Eberhardt play.
They really have no clue of what the Big Island can really do. He is something special.
And that will be a fun game to tune into.
It's going to be great. That game will be
Drake Walker with the hezzy. Reverse leg.
Oh my gosh! Beautiful lay by Drake Walker. Lichtenberg from deep. Lichtenberg hitting that green. That was a great three from Lichtenberg. You know, you got to give him credit. He's been a true leader to his team.
Oh, the lob to Egbuji. Just misses. And Walker takes a charge. This Fossil team is not stopping.
No,
They're
Drake.
keeping the foot on the gas pedal.
What can you do with a person like Drake just sprinting at you?
It looks like some of the younger talent on this Fossil Ridge team is checking in. If you look, that is freshman. Number 24, Danny Jones, checking into the game as well as Declan Walker.
I'm here to correct you, Brady. His name is Donnie, but he is a baller.
Correction, Donnie Jones.
I've heard big things about him and his family, and he is just something special for the future.
Along with Declan Walker, junior shooting guard, brother of Drake Walker.
Makai Stamps really trying to prove himself in his sophomore season. I see something special in him.
Here's Andrew Hamlin for the free throws. First free throw is good.
You know, it seems like we see a freshman every single year on a squad at some point. I mean, last year was Malachi, 2 years it was Bronson and Jameson. It's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. This Sabercat basketball program just has the ability to produce young talent.
It's just amazing.
And that's why we see dominance here, year in and year out. We've got young players matched up with great mentors.
That's right.
As Prairie View misses a free throw.
Donnie coming straight out of 8th grade playing against old guys. And then Makai with the finish. Your two younger classmen with great chemistry. They're the future of our squad.
The underclassmen making things happen late in this game. You know, whatever the score is doesn't matter. They're showing true talent.
They really are.
Score 81-46. Fossil Ridge is just running away with this one.
And it's not even like the Thunderhawks are an easy matchup, I mean.
Right. They looked really good in the first quarter, and they started to fall apart. You know, I got to say it came down to the turnovers and steals.
I agree, and, you know, it also comes up to the big guys for Fossil Ridge like Vander and Malachi, just always finishing what they can get in the paint.
Absolutely. Hard to defend such tall players.
Also, Drake Walker having a breakout type of game, going absolutely crazy. But you got to give credit to our guards, Bronson and Jameson, also playing their part like crazy.
Makai Stamps dribbling. Passing out to Andrew Hamlin with the layup misses. Rebounded by number 10. That is Gus Coster.
Gus Coster with the ball. Now Lichtenberg with a nice finish. Makai Stamps dribbling up the court, looking to produce something.
Calling plays. You know, I want to see some action out of the freshmen here. I love to see a freshman doing things.
You know, there's lots of talk about this freshman.
And steal from number 13. That's KJ Dolce Jordan. Number 2, Lichtenberg for another 3, just misses.
Lichtenberg looking for something deep, but you know, the freshman getting in the way.
Lichtenberg's got a nice shot on him. We've seen some promising stuff from him tonight.
Makai Stamps from the 3.
Just
nearly
misses.
buries it.
Looks like it's still Fossil Ridge's ball. Could Fossil Ridge surpass 90 points in the first game of the season?
You know, that would be something special, Brady. I'm not sure if it'll happen, but you know, that would be one of the few times in history this happened. The freshman with the shot
Just
nearly buries it from 3. You know, you gotta love that. Stuff like that makes me emotional, seeing young freshmen get a shot.
Absolutely, and the confidence you have to have as a freshman to take that shot is out of this world. Look at him dribbling up the court.
He's really producing something special.
Out to Hamlin.
That is just great. The future of Fossil Ridge all in our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that Hamlin? Pretty sure that was him. Correction, that may have been Declan Walker. Makai Stamps with the steal, going for the layup.
Makai Stamps with ease, just being dominant as always.
Prairie View really needing to make something happen here.
You know, Makai Stamps clearly playing a big role last year, being kind of a JV bench player, to now stepping up and getting points for varsity. That shows true dedication.
Yeah, absolutely. And those who don't know, JV as a freshman is also a very impressive accomplishment.
Especially at a 6A school like Fossil Ridge, that's just crazy. It's not something you see on the everyday.
Not something you see every day. Number 13.
You got to give credit to Joe Hansen, head coach, just for producing such a great program.
Absolutely. He does it year in and year out. Dolce Jordan for the 3. Misses.
Dolce Jordan airballing, but still has a year. He's
Caleb
a junior.
Camping with the steal.
To produce some more.
Passing it up to Andrew Hamlin. 15 with,
the freshman!
Passing to Stamps.
Super selfless from the freshman. You know, the freshman, Donnie Jones, could have just laid that in, but decided to really give it to his teammate.
And Jones with the poke of the ball.
You know, he could be something special, Brady.
You know, I'm seeing some great talent here. We've got 30 seconds left in the game. I really want to see this Fossil Ridge team surpass this 90-point.
You know, that would be special.
They'd have to put up a 3 fast. Not sure if they're even going to take another shot if they're gain possession.
I don't think they will, but if
Dolce
they did.
Jordan. Stolen by Jones. They have a chance here to put up a 3. Jones dribbling. Caleb Camping at the ball. Stamps.
I would love it for them to give it to the freshman.
Crowd chanting, shoot it, but it looks like they're just going to let the time run out.
A great game by your Sabercats. Well fought by the Thunderhawks. You know, just pure grit from
play
the whole
here
team.
from the young Cats. And Fossil Ridge wins their first game of the season, 87-49. You know, you got to look at some of the top performances tonight. Egg Bougie, Vanner Eberhard, and even Drake Walker.
They're just doing amazing. And to finish off this live stream, everybody, I would like to say thank you for watching. And we are your hosts. I'm Micah Perez.
And I'm Brady Bradford. Thank you, everyone.
And have a
please
great
watch
night.
the next game. Have a great night.